All right, so we want some morning to everybody who are tuning to the live. My live when me see the numbers them up in terms of the persons who are on live, then we can actually start. Well, a reason we don't know. You see me? Yeah. So wait until some people load up on the live, then we can talk to me. You see me? Yeah. All right, so we have 12 people on the live, so we can start reason we know. So morning again, I'm big up on myself. Yeah. So there are a few little things I want to talk about. All right, so yes, I'm gonna start reasoning with you. Yeah, man. Can I get a bit distracted a while ago? So there are a few things that I want to talk about, and I like to address things as me because that's how my brain work. I like to talk about things that I have on my mind and things that I think I want to um Ben Love. Me no remember I would skip that now because I talk to so much people about script. But there are a few things that I want to address. And for persons who are on the live, I don't know if this message that this what me I say have anything to do with persons who are listening to live now, but I want to put it out there. And the first thing that I want to talk about is, as you know, guys, me and my son are the one where heavily involved in the production aspect of what me I do in terms of writing, shooting, editing, getting these projects out. So me tend for me and him reason a lot about things in terms of business and how we'll move forward and how we'll get things done and how things in general are gonna grow and how things will get better. So one of the things that we've been a talk about is we come to the conclusion and realization that our own future and our own destiny is in our hands. And what I mean by that is in order for we elevate and possibly hit the big screen, or when we say big screen, I mean streaming platforms or any one of them sort of platform then. In order for we actually get there and and make it and accomplish some of the things that we set ourselves to accomplish, we are going to have to do it ourselves. Meaning that we are going to have to take the initiative from a financial standpoint and from a matter of fact, financial standpoint. We are going to have to take the initiative from a financial standpoint and actually work on a series and in return try to submit that series to a streaming platform to see if we can actually get a deal or we can get it shown or we can make some money from it. And the reason why we came to that conclusion in that regards that we are the ones who have to go do it yourself is that so many times persons have reached out to me and maybe they have the best interest at heart when they reach out, oh Richard, me love what you're doing. How can we work on a project? And what is this going to cost? And when me start lay down everything in regards to maybe me send them a treatment and me start tell them how much that will cost, then hear back from people. And it tells me that there are persons out there that see what we are doing, and I don't know what they have in their back of their minds. If them think I want to look 1, 2, 3 something we are doing, we just pick up some people from other side, we shoot and we just put out some content and it done. So they probably feel like that's the same approach we can take if them link me. Or probably then feel like we need more materials as it pertains to scripts and stuff to get out there. And for me personally, if persons are gonna reach out to me, if it's not about business and it's not about spending some money in what me I do, it makes no sense then reach out to me, because at the end of the day is you're going to waste my time, because me have to go sit down, put together treatment, put together information to send you, and then it now amount to nothing. So for me personally, if persons are not willing and able to spend some money and get a project done, personally, it does not make any sense. I want to reach out to me and even start talk about any projects, because it takes money to do what we are doing. And I can't go to nobody who me a shoot with and tell them, say, yo, we are going to work on one project for John Brown, but you now have no money for get. Person's not going to buy that. I can probably tell them, okay, we are going to work on a movie for YouTube, and when we collect my revenue from YouTube, me pay you. That they can understand. But for me, if you tell nobody, say, me going to work on a project with people outside of my circle, and them don't have no money to get, a joke thing that. Joke thing. So for me, for persons who are interested and want to do some project and have money to spend, you can always feel free to reach out to me if you're serious. But if not, no waste my time. Because one of the things I can tell people, and I'm not, I'm boast, I'm brag, because I'm still learning, I'm still getting better at what I do. I'm still striving to become a better filmmaker, a better director, a better writer. I am still working on myself in terms of that. However, I think I have put in enough work to say to somebody, say, listen, if you're not interested in spending some money to do a project, do not reach out to me. Don't call me and waste my time. Because and the reason why I say that, it's been 13 years since we do the 2 first movies, but in terms of growth and in terms of a consistent putting out content, I have been doing this for 5 full years now. 5 full years non-stop. We've been shooting, putting out, improving our camera quality, improving our audio quality, improving the writing, improving the acting. 5 years. And for that, I cannot do certain things because I know, say, yo, I've been laying the foundation. Because we can tell you personally, you have had people who reach out to me. A matter of fact, you have had people who take my content to and say, okay, we have streaming platforms. We want to get them onto our streaming platforms because we see where your content has potential and we see where we can do something together. And nothing has come to fruition. I said to myself this morning, and this I will come off and probably rub some people the wrong way. From ever since, there is one thing I've always heard, and I'm always against that, because I would consider myself as a pro-black person. And what I mean by that is, the saying is like this: boy, we are waiting for the white man to come save we. Them are the person who are going to come with the money so we can take that movie thing to the next level. And I'm always against that and say, why we are going to sit down and wait for one next race of people? And me saying that is not saying anything bad, because me love everybody. Black, white, everybody. But I am saying, why sit and wait for somebody else to do it for me? But sometimes I can't even blame nobody for say and think that we start away, because guess what? We own black people not believe in nothing we are do. Honestly, we are not supportive of. Me now, tell you, say, I have not gotten support, over the years since me I do this, and black people support me. However, if I'm being totally honest, the things that I've gone through is through my own race. People taking my content, people, oh, them want my content to go up on this platform, go up on that platform, and at the end of the day, me not benefit from it. You know what I mean? And that is the reason why I tell how much quality wood. Metal ink. That's a conversation to be held on another day, and in another settings, in terms of you don't have to Instagram me, Richard Brown Films, and we can talk about that. And then we can probably exchange number and we'll talk about that. But that's not something that we can just push out on the internet in terms of talking about. However, when it comes to growth and it comes to development, I realize we have to do it myself, bro. We have to do it myself. I am going to have to do it myself. I'm going to have to strategically work on getting myself up to that level. And honestly, I know how people are. I know how people steer. You're going to have some people when you work and you reach up to the standard, they're going to say, yo, boy, I did it from day one, you know, I know Richie, and boy, make me benefit from what I'm going to achieve. And not knowing that we had to make some real serious. All right, I'm going to put my Instagram info in the chat. So, as I said, so you have some people who will say, a long time them know Richie and this, that. So that's my IG name. So just message me. You have a lot of people who say they did it from day one. You know what I mean? So I can't blame nobody for say that, but at the end of the day, how much people can truly say they contributed to my growth as it pertains to, I'm not just talking about watching, but in terms of even encouraging me, say, yo, I love what you do, continue for you, the way I do. How much person can really say that? One thing I always tell people, I appreciate every step when I take to reach when I reach. In regards to from day one when I do movie with Fire, and we had to movie with Papa, and we had to move with all the people who did it from day one. I appreciate them. Because at the end of the day, they contributed to my journey and which part I reach right now. They contributed because them are the people that did it when we are do this and we never know where we are going to reach in it. We just do it because we love it. You know what I mean? So I have to say kudos to those persons who did it from day one. And even some of the people who did it will never even get to stick around and see the growth and see where we reach. Because right now, we're on the cusp of reaching 250,000 sub. And that's 250,000. That's a lot. Yeah, man, Jamaica has, you know, as I read what you just say, me I reason with somebody, I say, and me just talk out loud because sometimes I might wrong in the things when I say. But me I said to somebody, I feel like as Jamaicans, as black people in Jamaica, we are more connected to countries in Africa more than black Americans. Me don't know, that's how me feel. And me feel like when you talk about Nigeria, Ghana, and all of them places, I feel like Jamaica has a lot of similarities to those African countries. I feel like Jamaica is more connected to the motherland than a lot of other black people in other countries. Cool Diva, Diva, Cool Diva, big up yourself. Yeah, man, as I say, I appreciate everybody who contributed from then till now, because at the end of the day, it has been a journey. And one of the greatest feeling for me personally is one of the greatest feeling for me personally is when somebody can say to me, say, yo, Richie, I watch a movie from day one, bro, and I can see where you have grown. I can see where the quality has grown. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel good to say, yo, everything when me have been at work for, everything when me been at do, it makes sense. And on the back end of things, I can see where things are improving. Even though sometimes we might set the bar too high for ourselves, or even sometimes we might set things that we want to do and we might not do them because of for whatever reasons. The goal and the aim is still the same. We're still creating content. We're still trying to elevate what we are doing. But one of the biggest challenges that we face, regardless, that at this point in time, I can tell you, I am not short of camera. Even though I always want a new camera. That's obviously, I always want the latest camera. However, we are not necessarily short of cameras. The only thing I think me need more immediate right now more than anything else is another editing computer. That's the only thing I think we need immediately right now. And probably a better drone too. Because I buy a drone the other day, but it's a small drone and I still feel like that's not what I did want. But at the time it's what I couldn't afford. So if you saw the last movies, hold on 1 second there. Find out who that is. Oh, look for somebody out there. So. Ajuta, Javi, call Juta and tell him. Alton, you want? Oh, Alton, you want? Okay. Georgina Clark, big up yourself, man. Long time supporter of the show. Alton, you want? Alton, there? So, right, so, yeah. Yeah, you understand? Maybe not work, man. Maybe not do what me I do, but it's just that, as I say, it's a pity that sometimes the persons and the powers to be in a Jamaica, I see the importance of what me I do, and I see the impact what me I have, and chime in and help to make what me I do bigger. Because one of the things when I always hear people say, oh, money and funding is there. But truly, I'm to be honest, I'm not being benefited by me not get no benefit from them money and things like that. Because if we might speak the truth and tell people what me need right now, it was worse. Meaning that me definitely need a big wardrobe in place. Me definitely need a big wardrobe. Meaning like me need one big wardrobe where people can come and just get close to going a movie. We need a small studio. We need somewhere where we can get up today and say, no, someone want to shoot a courthouse scene. And we have a courthouse available on the set. So there are a lot of things that we actually need in terms of that. We need money. We can step up the level of the production. And I'm a believer of actually incorporating some of the big name actors in a Jamaica in one of my movie. I'm a believer of that. So if if I'm going to do a movie and I have a budget to make, can say, yo, I'm gonna get Paul Campbell, I'm gonna get Oliver Samuels, I'm gonna get Mafia, I'm gonna get one of those known faces to take part in a movie, to go take money. You know what I mean? That's what it will take. And I feel like that is the only thing right now that is lacking in a movie. Them we need to can mix some of those big names with my people them. So therefore we can have a mixture. And we can also have a more international appeal. As me say, everything comes down to money. That is one of the that you know what that message of it? Yeah, that is one of the biggest struggle, the financial aspect of things. And we can't go around that always gonna make the level of your production have a certain look and appeal based on your budget. With that, when you have money, you never need to cut no corners. You know what I mean? And on that note, if there anybody on the live that has any form of connection to anybody up top where we can figure out how we can get a prop gun license, please feel free to reach out. And when I well, sometimes I feel like I'm weird when I say certain things. I'm gonna say it like this. One of the most annoying thing for me personally is when somebody ever reach out to me and I say, yo, you know, say me know John Brown when me couldn't call and ask him if he know nobody we have a license. Like for me personally, that's annoying. And the reason why I say that, I don't want to have to be running around a link people to figure out how me get the license. Then when you link those persons, them don't know who to link them if you link somebody else. So me feel like say, if somebody knows somebody directly, like somebody who in a politics or somebody who in a parliament, when we can talk to them directly and then them can make the necessary connections for me. That is what I want. Me don't want to have your link one policeman around there, so but it's just a regular constable who really can't do nothing. Carl Bradshaw would be good too, even though he is a bit up in age. William Carl Bradshaw, you know him, sir? Carl Bradshaw. Me hear that name there already, you know, but me can't put a face to it. Let me see if me can see him come up on the internet. Me know that name the man, but me can't put a face to his name. Oh, Carl Bradshaw. Yeah, me know Carl Bradshaw. Yeah, one. Yeah, but here, based upon things that we may see on the internet, I don't know if he's how much shampoo because you don't want to come off in the wrong way. You don't want to come off the wrong way if you say it that way. I don't know if Carl Bradshaw is mentally is I don't even know if you put it. I don't know if him 100% in a him right mind, in frame of mind. Because based upon the little clips I'm gonna see on the internet with him, I know he's old, but I don't know if he is still in his right frame of mind. If that's the right word for it. And to be honest, I don't necessarily want to work with nobody we know 100%. It can spell trouble. You see what I say? Outside of big name actors, some of the people I would love to work with is some of the influencers them because you do have some people in the space who are influencers, and I think they if them do get directed in the right direction, they can act. You know what I mean? Yeah. Call the acting governor general, Mr. Fuller. Who? Oh, I don't know that person. Maybe me locked into one place. I don't know some of them people. I don't know who are acting governor general. But anyway, as I say, I continue to do what I do, man. Regardless of all the challenges, we continue to. What we say? Oh, regardless of all the challenges, we continue to rise above the challenges that we face. And for me, that is the greatest accomplishment, is rising above these challenges. You know what I mean? And put on wax on it. You know, that is one of my biggest accomplishment, is actually riding over these challenges that we face. You know what I mean? We continue to push, man. That is the greatest thing. One other thing too, outside of working with some of the influencers, one other thing that I would love to do too, I would love to collaborate with some other people, whether them are artists, whether them are influencer, artists, influencers, persons who have and make a name for themselves. I would love to collaborate with them, because I feel like that is also part of growing. You know what I mean? And I don't really want to put down nobody, but you have to be honest with yourself and know, say, I not everybody equal. Let's put it like that. Not every influencer, not every creator, not every content creator, not every filmmaker are equal in the sense of the level where they're at. And with that, even though me as someone that love to collaborate with other persons, I don't want to collaborate with everybody. Because in truth and in fact, there are levels. You know what I mean? There are levels. So, and me saying that is not me disrespecting anybody. Because at the end of the day, everybody have to work to reach up to a certain level. But there are levels to it. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I think my semi piece. Yeah, one more thing before me go. One of the weirdest thing I find is when somebody I go search on the internet, find my number, and I go message me and I go start out the conversation. Oh, Richard, me love what you do, and you do a wonderful job. And then the conversation pivot over to you start to ask me, say, for Candy number, or you ask me for Jessica number. I feel like that disingenuous when people do that. Can you message me with the intention like you big me up and tell me, say, love what me I do? Then you pivot over to me and ask me for people number. And you and persons who do that, like, it weird to me. And the reason why I say weird to me is, to be honest, and this is me being honest, even though people watch me on YouTube and then watch me in a movie, really and truly they don't. Really and truly don't know me. So from a personal standpoint, most persons who watch me, they don't know me. You know what I mean? They can probably make assumption that maybe I am this type of person based upon how me talk and how me act. But at the end of the day, they don't truly know me. And for persons who reach out and I ask people number and I want to get in contact with people, in reality, you don't know these people. You don't know them. You don't know their personality. You don't know if a person who you want to actually talk to, if a person you even want to get in a relationship with, you don't know them. You see them and you might find them attractive or you might like them because you watch them, but you don't know them. So at the end of the day, me not necessarily want nobody I reach out to me and ask them for nobody. If it's not about business, me prefer people not reach out to me. Or if it's not about messaging me, say to Mr. Richie, I love what you do, continue the way I do. Because I love when people encourage me. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel appreciated. But at the end of the day, when pivot over to being too personal, then me either I go have to put people in them place or me ignore them. Just like even for example, and this is why sometimes when you watch social media, you realize say All right. This is why sometimes people get disrespect on social media, and you wonder, say, why people on social media so disrespectful? Sometimes persons out there go out of them way, go out of them way if you either go in your inbox or get your number personally and reach out to you. And when them reach out to you from a fan base, it's okay. But when they reach out to you and I get personal, then it lead you to disrespect them. And then people might say, oh, Richie sound disrespectful, or I'm disrespectful. No. Sometimes you, the viewers, you, the fans, get too personal. Just like, for example, you might watch a movie, and me always believe, say, if you don't have nothing good for say, if you don't have something constructive or constructive criticism, sometimes it's better you know comment. And the reason why I say that is, for example, me do a movie and somebody will comment in a movie say, oh Richard, like directly my talk to me. Oh Richard, me watch your movie them, and if nobody don't want to tell you, let me tell you, your son can't act. So stop putting him in a movie them. Like me personally find that direct and disrespectful. And if you are direct something at me think me have all right to respond to you directly and probably tell you things where you're not gonna like and where you're gonna find disrespectful. That's how we look on things. Even though people might have said, oh, you can't follow fans and you can't follow comments. Sometimes some of these comments then get under your skin. And one thing people to realize, say, you're a human being. And we're not above feeling certain sort of way. Or if somebody go watch a movie, they might go directly attack Vassal, or they might directly attack somebody specific in the movie. And not understanding, have a mental capacity to understand, say, yo, this is just a movie. Most times, the actors are not acting off their own. They're acting off the direction of the director or the writer. You know that you act off a direction of the actor, the director. So if a person says certain things, it can come off the wrong way and come off disrespectful. And as we say, I am not above criticism, and I am not above persons giving me constructive criticism, because I do read and I do take everything to consideration when we go back and reflect in myself. And if it is something that is going to help me to get better, if it's something that is going to help me to get better at what I'm doing, then I'm going to apply that to what I do and help and use that to help propel me to the next level. But if it's something that me feel like that tear when me I do down and I tear the people that are down around me, then it left me with no option than to answer an individual or a person who feel like they have the moral authority to come to me and say certain things to me. You know what I mean? That's how we look upon it. But for the better part of things, because sometimes it's not good to develop too much in a negative aspect of things, because sometimes if you follow social media, it can be so negative. You know what I mean? It can be negative. So on the better notes of things, on the better note, on the good side of things, I do appreciate everybody who support everything what we are do. Me appreciate. Turn on that Zay. Turn on that Zay. Me up Zay. Turn on. Me appreciate everybody who support what we are do. Everybody who been an active member of the channel, persons who sign up for my Patreon account. Me appreciate all of them things. I'm not take none of it for granted. Like other day, Big up to Candid Expression. Candid message me and I must say, yo, bro, love what you are doing, you know. Continue to do what you are doing. It makes me feel good. I don't know, I'm going to talk to the MP. I'm going to try to find him. I'm going to try to find him because he's not that hard to find. So I'm going to find him and talk to him about it. Like, when he messaged me and him said that, like, I really feel good in myself and say, yo, we really are putting some hard work in and there are sensible people out there who watch what me I do and who value the content. Even though, and it's funny, sometimes even some of those same persons, they know you personally too. And even if you hear that from somebody who know you personally, it makes you feel good. Yeah, so there's a lot of work we are putting in. And when you hear people, Analela, when you hear people who actually know you and tell you that they love what you do, it makes you feel good in the sense that you've been a put out work, you've been a make things happen. You know, it makes you feel good. And it make you know, say, yo, you have to just keep getting better at what you do and keep on improving and make no obstacle stop you. And that is why I always tell people, you know, I understand one thing about life. I understand one thing about accomplishing anything that you want to accomplish. And it has to do with consistency and constantly evaluating where you're at and where you want to go. And that's what I personally have been doing. But as I say, it is just life. But we continue to press, man, and we continue to do what we are doing. As I always say, I always appreciate the people them and the ones them who believe in what we are doing. Whether or not they are Jamaica or whether or not they are abroad, we appreciate it. All right, so somebody is it ROM? Romian Williams. It kind of really hard for make her. All right, how my brain work, as it pertains to writing. I'm inspired by things when I see happen around me. I'm inspired by just talking. To make a, I think I'm doing the best job I can as it pertains to making content that is clean and have a strong message at the end of the day. But it's really complicated to make a full-on children channel. I might can make one and two movie that is really geared towards kids, but for the better part of it, we have to just keep on in the direction when we're there. You know what I mean? Yeah. Of keeping that direction where we're going now. And it's hard to really make a movie directly geared for kids without having a lot of kids in it. And if you really be honest with yourself and look for most of the movie them are creating in the world, they're not really kids friendly. You know what I mean? They're mostly created for adults. Even though they might not have nothing too over the edge in terms of too bad, but most of the movie them were making of a pick me. You know what I mean? Yeah. But pick up on yourself. As I'm saying, I appreciate everybody that been supporting what we do. Remember, if you know, sign up for my Patreon account yet, find me from Patreon, Richard Brown Films, and be an official member. May I go run left for now? Well, hopefully one of the day we can get there, man. Carleen Brown, hopefully one of the day we can get there. We continually a push. But me I go run left for now. Take a good 10 minutes break. Gear up myself to start do some shooting in the day. The sun not so hot, so me see if we can get some things done. Or I wait for one of the female actress to come. Soon as she come, we can get some things done. Big up on yourself. Continue to show love and support with what we're doing. If by sheer chance, you know what some of my movie them I may have on the channel, go and go watch them. And share them up too. You know what I mean? Big up on yourself. I'm gonna do live often enough, but and then good when we can come with a little reason with the man, because important for you to know what I want. And important for people continue to show support. Continue to do what we do. So big up, run left for now. One love.